Hi, today we are going to focus on the ethics of cloning. Following the successful creation of a clone of a mammal at the end of the 20th century, cloning technology has made a rapid progress. But is it permissible to create human clones? If you could make use of cloning technology when your favorite pet or beloved member of your family died, what would you do? First, let's watch a manga clip in which Kanami and her friends Kevin and Sakiko discuss the issue. Kevin says he had his clever dog cloned using cloning technology.
Ooh, what a cute dog! Is it yours, Kevin?
You put its picture in your passbook? It is cute though.
Isn't he? His name's Jam. He won a lot of contests back in the States and he even went on TV once. That's a picture of Jam the second though.
Whoa! So is this Jam as skilled as his father?
His father? No, that Jam's a clone.
A clone?
Hey, don't say it so loudly.
A clone? You mean a real clone? Like the ones that always show up in sci-fi movies?
Yeah, they take an unfertilized egg, replace its somatic nucleus with that of the originals, then let it grow up to become a pet with the exact same DNA as the original.
Isn't that kind of stuff against the law?
Not for animals. They cloned a sheep, remember? The first Jam was a truly skilled dog, so we took out some of his cells before he died, then asked a company that specializes in pet cloning to take care of the rest for us.
There are pet cloning companies?
Now that you mention it, I do remember hearing about them cloning livestock. I think the purpose was to keep the superior bloodlines alive.
I was so proud of Jam that when he died, I just couldn't take it, so I had them make a second Jam. I wanted to make sure we could save his genes too.
You made a clone just because you were lonely? Don't you think that's a little sad? It means the second Jam is just a replacement for the first.
Well, yeah, if you put it that way. But I love the second Jam too. But just like identical twins, even though they look the same, their personalities are pretty different. This Jam really likes to take his time.
It feels unnatural to me though. Living things only live once, so making the exact same thing is...
You're being too sentimental. I didn't make a second Jam without any sort of plan, you know. And even if it becomes possible to clone human beings, it's something that needs to be done with the utmost care. But for people who lost small children, or who lost parts of their bodies in accidents, I don't think there's any reason why this technology shouldn't be used.
Cloning, so they could make another me. What would I do if I saw another person who looked just like me? If someone made a clone of me?
In early 1997, it was reported that a cloned sheep named Dolly was born in the United Kingdom a year earlier. The whole world was stunned and amazed by this development. Dolly was the first mammal cloned from a somatic cell. Somatic cell clones are created in the following way. First, the nucleus taken from a somatic cell of an organism and transplanted into an unfertilized egg that has had its nucleus removed. Secondly, an electrical current is applied to stimulate to cell division. Thirdly, the embryo is implanted into the womb, and the mother gives birth to the fully developed fetus in the normal way. Through this process, a cloned organism that is genetically identical to the original organism is created. By combining such cloning techniques with genetic recombination technology, it would be possible to create a large number of animals to serve as a source of medicines or proteins beneficial to humans, or to produce animals with organs that could be transplanted into humans. The word clone is derived from the Greek word for twig. In plants, the technique of growing new trees from cuttings has been used since ancient times. In amphibians, a cloned frog was successfully made using somatic cells of a tadpole in the 1960s. Furthermore, in livestock, animal clones using fertilized eggs have been produced since around 1990. In this technique, a nucleus taken from a fertilized egg, as opposed to a somatic cell, is transferred into an enucleated unfertilized egg. Unlike somatic cell cloning, the clone inherits genes from both parents, that is, genes of the fertilized egg. However, the success of somatic cell cloning in mammals significantly increased the possibility of cloning humans, the creation of human clones. Later, animals including mice, cows, pigs, and horses have been successfully cloned using somatic cell cloning. A cloned cat was born in 2001, and a cloned dog in 2005, and it has become increasingly likely that cloned human will someday be born. This concern was one of the reasons why Dolly's birth became the focus of global attention. In fact, since the birth of Dolly, there have been several news reports of the birth of a human clone. Around the year 2000, reports began to appear that researchers and religious organizations were claiming that they were ready to create human clones. In 2002, there were several successive reports of the birth of human clones. However, there is currently no solid evidence that a human clone has actually been born.